developed the output shaft. Generally, it will be indicated in Newton meter, and then again it is a rotational speed of. Okay? Again, it will be in RPM, that is revolutions per minute. Similarly, we will be having one more characteristic, that is mechanical efficiency. So when we calculated the output power and the input power, then obviously the mechanical efficiency will be output by input, that is BP by IP, that is brake power divided by indicated power. If we calculate, then we'll get mechanical efficiency. Similarly, as I told, whenever we transfer a power from engine to a output moving parts, then there will be a loss of power due to friction. So we have to calculate the friction power sometimes. So that friction power can be calculated by using Fp is equal to Ip minus Bp. That is the power calculated at the beginning or the engine. If we are subtracting that from the whatever the power that we are getting at the output. Okay, so if we subtract both, then we'll get the friction power. Again, if we can calculate mechanical efficiency by using friction power also. That is, if I do Bp plus Fp, so then obviously we can get the mechanical efficiency. Instead of Ip, I am substituting Bp plus Fp. Some of the problems, if they are not giving Ip, no need to worry. If they are given frictional power, so then obviously if you just combine them and then if you divide, obviously we'll get mechanical efficiency. So these are some of the important performance characteristics that are to be calculated, especially in IC engine numericals. Okay. If you have any doubts with respect to this, you guys can raise, or else I'll start with the numericals. Okay, probably I'll be showing some of around 7 to 8 numericals today. So those are very important. I think in the class I have solved more, but as of now, if you read all these things, this will be sufficient for your test. Yeah. Is there any doubt till here? You're not able to understand what is brake power or what is indicated power, please rise so that I'll repeat it again. The first problem.
So what about BSFC?
Yeah, I'll tell you that is brake specific fuel consumption. That means whatever the specific amount of fuel that is going to be consumed to develop the brake output power. That is, whenever we want to develop a final amount of power, that is the brake power. If I want to develop a brake power, what is the total amount of fuel that is consumed, including frictional loss? That is nothing but BSFC. It is brake specific fuel consumption. How much fuel that is consumed to develop the final output. Okay, so we should not take only for the input, that is at the IP. We have to take at the brake power, that is the brake specific fuel consumption. Okay. First problem, I'll read. A 4-stroke petrol engine. See, whenever you read a question, please make sure that whatever you are reading, please write down. See, here in the first sentence itself, they were told a 4-stroke petrol engine. So this is not a 2-stroke, it's a 4-stroke petrol engine, which is having a length, that is stroke length. They have given L value, that is 20 centimeter, and diameter of 15 centimeter. That means they have given both length and as well as diameter. Okay. The engine produces indicated power of 20 kilowatt. Okay, and then when engine runs at 2500 rpm, here they have given capital N, that is 2500 rpm, find the indicated mean effective pressure of the engine. Okay, here they have asked you to calculate only the mean effective pressure. Okay, nothing else. So what is the formula to calculate mean effective pressure is, if you know the formula for IP, that will be sufficient. Okay, first, whenever we give questions, please write down whatever it is given. Can you hear me? Given data you need to write down first, that is The stroke length is given. So we have converted that into meter, centimeter to meter, and diameter is converted into again into centimeter to meter. So whatever IP they have given, so again it can be taken into 20 into 10 raised to 3 watts or 20,000 watts. Okay, 10 is given. So since this is number of cylinders is not given in the problem. See, if you observe this problem, so nowhere they have mentioned regarding the number of cylinders. That is the reason K can be assumed as 1. Okay, so now you need to evaluate the indicated mean effective pressure. First thing is that for 4-stroke engine, so always remember for 4-stroke engine, one of 4 strokes are 2 crank revolutions is, that means as I told you in case of 4-stroke, N is equal to N by 2. So this is mandatory, okay, especially for IP. Whenever you are calculating IP, you have to take N is equal to N by 2. You should not do anything for BP, either it's a 2-stroke or 4-stroke. For whenever you are calculating brake power, no need to do any N by 2 for 4-stroke or 2-stroke for calculating BP. Always it should be done only at the IP calculation, that is indicated power calculation. Okay, so always N is equal to N by 2 for 4-stroke engine. Either it may be diesel engine or it might be petrol engine. Always you have to consider it as N by 2. Okay, so here IP is equal to, the formula is PMI into LA into NK divided by 60. Here if you observe here, N is taken as small. That means small n is equal to capital N by 2. Okay, that means capital N is given as 2500. So we have to divide by 2. Okay, so same thing we have substituted, and if you observe here, PMI is taken towards left, so then it will become IP into 60 into 2 divided by LA into LAN into K. Okay, so you just rearrange the formula. We have to calculate the pressure, that is mean effective pressure. Okay, so this PMI we have to calculate. So now you substitute, all the values are here. Okay, IP is given, L is given, A is given, N is given, K is assumed as 1. So if you substitute all these values, directly you will get the PMI, that is indicated mean effective pressure. Okay, you can keep that in Pascal. Okay, or else you can convert that into kilopascal, which is not an issue. Okay, make sure that whenever you are doing your units, you will be referring to the standard units. Okay, otherwise your marks will be deducted if you are not mentioning the units properly. Okay, yeah, any doubts with respect to this? This is a simple problem I'll be starting with. So dual cylinder engine operating at 2000 rpm develops a torque of 8 Newton meter. See, if you observe here in the first sentence itself, they have given it is a single cylinder engine, but they have not told whether it's a 2-stroke or 4-stroke, but they have mentioned it's a single cylinder engine operating at 2000 rpm. This is capital N they have given, and develops a torque. They have given here torque 8 Newton meter. The indicated power of the engine is 2 kilowatt. Okay. Yeah. So the next question will be the find loss due to friction as the percentage of indicated power. So you need to find the loss due to friction. If you observe here, so if you know the brake power, because here they have already given indicated power. Okay. So if you want to calculate the friction power, obviously you need brake power and as well as indicated power. Okay. So now you have to calculate the brake power. That is the reason they have given the torque. Okay, so here 2 pi nt divided by 6 into 1000 they have done. Okay, in order to convert that into kilowatt, 60, it is 2 pi nt divided by 60 only. In order to convert that into kilowatt, so what they have done here, only they have multiplied 1000. Okay, so 2 pi n is given, that is 2000 as.
What about
Yeah.
N, sir? Should we use N by 2 or just use?
No.
Is there enough?
Always in brake power, you should not do n by 2. Okay, whether it's a 4-stroke or 2-stroke, please remember in brake power, you should not consider n by 2. It should be always n only. Whatever they have given in the problem, you have to substitute as it is for brake power. Okay, so whenever you are calculating indicated power, so during that time you need to take care whether you have to consider n by 2 or n. If it is a 4-stroke, then you have to consider it as a n by 2, or if it is a 2-stroke, you have to say take as it is, whatever they have given in the problem. Okay, so for brake power, no need to worry, as it is, you take the value. Okay, so right now we have got the value as 1.67. Okay, so we know friction power is nothing but indicated power minus brake power. So we know already indicated power, that is 2. So right now we have got 1.67 as the brake power.
So
If you
it's
substitute these
2.60
two,
divided by 60, right?
correct. But in order to convert that into kilowatt, because if you observe here, the indicated power is given is in kilowatt. Or else what you have to do, you don't want to consider here in 60 means, if you want to consider it in 60 means, so whenever you get the final value, it will become 1674.6. Okay, so during that time you have to convert this 2 into 2000 for the indicated power they have given. That also you have to take it in watt instead of kilowatt. So generally what students will do mistake here is, here they will consider 60, and whatever the value they will get, they will be taken it as it is. They will not convert that into kilowatt. So then you will get a wrong value.
No, sir. If you use 60, you'll get kilowatt only.
I don't think so. Just calculate. If somebody
Yes,
is
I'm
there
getting
having their calculator,
1.67 kilowatt.
if you just calculate with 60.
Yes, sir. With
Cylinder 4-stroke engine. See, if you observe here, whenever you read problem, they have mentioned 4-cylinder. That means K value will become 4, and 4-stroke engine. That means N value will become N by 2 whenever you are calculating IP, that is indicated power. Whenever you are calculating indicated power, N value will become N by 2. Okay, that is for 4-stroke engine. So whenever you read question, please write down immediately N is equal to N by 2 for IP. Okay, so then you will not forget whenever you are substituting. So this is a 4-cylinder and 4-stroke engine, and it runs at 1000 rpm. Okay, and also it develops an indicated power of 15 kilowatt. So this is developing a power of 15 kilowatt at the engine, and they have given mean effective pressure is 5 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. See, what they are asking you to calculate is, find the diameter of the cylinder and the stroke of the piston. That means you have to calculate L and as well as D. So you need to calculate L and D. So for that they have given the ratio. That is, when ratio of diameter to stroke. That means D by L they have given as 0.8. So when you read the problem, make sure that you always write whatever they have given. So write what is they have given. Right now they have given as a 4-cylinder, a 4-stroke engine they have given. This is the data they have given, and they have given the D by L ratio as 0.8. Okay. Also they have given IP, and they have given the mean indicated pressure. So right now you need to calculate L and D. So for that, what is the formula you have to write as indicated power formula you have to write. Okay. See here what they have done here. Total power they have given as 15. So since it is for 4-stroke, okay, so they have taken it as divided by 4. That means they have taken it as for individual cylinder. Okay, that means instead of taking K is equal to 4, so they have done here only. If your people are not getting, please let me know. What they have done here is, total power is equal to number of cylinders they have taken, 15 divided by 4. That means instead of taking 4-cylinder, so here only they have converted that into a single cylinder. If you divide this indicated power by 4, you will get per cylinder indicated power. So then you can take K value is 1, or else if you take 15 as the indicated power value, then your K value should be 4. Okay, I will show you here. See, this is the formula. IP is equal to PMA ln K divided by 60. As I told you, N is equal to N by 2 because this is a 4-stroke cylinder, 4-stroke engine. What they have done here is K value. So if you are taking K value directly 4, so then your IP will become 15. If you want to take K is equal to 1, so then what will become IP divided by K. That means K is equal to 4. So here they have converted that 15 divided by 4. So don't get confused. Either you can directly do it here in the formula, or else you can do it separately, and then you can consider this as a single cylinder. Okay. So whichever the method is easy for you, you can do that. See here, same thing they have done, 15 divided by 4. And instead of writing 4 here, they are writing, means they are considered it in here directly here. Okay. So remaining everything is same. So right now we don't know the value of D. I think I told you to calculate A pi by 4 D square. Whenever you want to calculate A of a cylinder, it is pi by 4 into D square. Okay. So right now we don't know the diameter and we don't know the value of L. See, if you can see here, instead of L, what we have done is L can be taken as D by 0.8. Okay. Instead of L is equal to D by 0.8. So when you are taking 0.8 above, so it will become 1.25. So that is what they have written here, 1.25 D. Instead of L, they have considered it as 1.25 D. Okay. And remaining thing is same. See, if you observe here, N value they have taken as 1000 by 2. That means in the problem they have given it as 1000 RPM. Since it is a 4-stroke engine, okay, so you need to take N is equal to N by 2. Then you will get the D value directly. Okay, if you solve this, so you will get D cube is equal to whatever the value they have mentioned here, and D directly you will be getting in mm. So D value you are getting in 97.14 approximately. It's in mm. See, whenever this class finishes, please try solving these problems. It will be helpful for you, or you will know how to calculate in a different methods. See, right now we know the value of D. So now you need to calculate the value of L. So it is very easy. So L will become D by 0.8. So D value we know 97.14 divided by 0.8. Okay. So directly you will get value of L. So L will become 121.42 mm. So make sure that always L value will be higher than the D value. Okay. Generally, whenever they give ratio D by L, so it is always mandatory that L value will be more than D value. That is the reason, because the stroke will be more than the diameter. So then only we will get very good indicated power. Okay, so that is one of the trick that will be followed in engine specifications. So whenever they give D by L ratio, so it is indicated that L value should be more comparative to your D value. Okay, that is a cross check. You can do it yourself whether you have got the value right or wrong. Yeah. Is there any doubt in this particular problem? I hope everybody is clear with this, right? Yeah, can someone respond? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So now let's go to next problem.
So hold on.
I think, yeah. Any doubts?
I'm getting diameter as 7.63, sir. D cube.
Diameter D cube, what is the value you're getting?
7.63.
Can someone else calculate? So you have not changed any value, whatever it is given in the problem, directly substituted.
Okay, I did a mistake.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, I'm getting D as 99.
Don't look at the what is that engine they have given, then obviously we'll do mistake at the calculation of IP itself. If you don't calculate IP properly, the entire problem it will become wrong. Okay, so that is the reason. Please make sure that whenever you are calculating IP, do cross check again at least some 1 or 2 times what type of cylinder they are given, whether it's a 4-stroke or whether it's a 2-stroke. Okay, so keep an eye on that, so that will become easy for you to make sure that you will solve the problem correctly. So let me tell you, the following data were recorded during a test on single cylinder 4-stroke engine. So what are the values they have given is bore, that is diameter they have given 150 mm, and stroke, that is the length that they have given is 300 mm, and speed 18,000 revolution per hour they have given. See, we need RPM, that is revolution per minute. So we need to convert this into minute. So let me tell you, this is given in hour. So don't directly substitute the value, whatever they have given in the problem. Sometimes they will ask in a tricky way. All these things are possible ways that will be asked in the test or even in an exam. So please keep an eye what is the value they are given and then consider accordingly or calculate that according to a original unit and then substitute. Okay, then you will not do mistake. See, whenever you find this, you calculate according to whatever they are given into RPM directly here only and then you go ahead. Okay, they have given brake torque, that is 200 Newton meter. They have given torque, they have given directly. Indicated mean effective pressure, they have given in 7 bar. And fuel consumption, they have given 204, and they have given calorific value of fuel. Okay, and they asked you to determine mechanical efficiency and BSFC. So mechanical efficiency means that is IP by BP. So that means you have to calculate IP and as well as BP. See, we will not mention you to calculate IP and BP, but still you need to calculate. That is also carries marks. Whenever we ask mechanical efficiency, make sure that you calculate IP and BP so that it will carry as a mark separately. Yeah, this is the initial values that they have given. That is BP in order to calculate N value they have given and T value they have given. See, if you observe here, N, what is the N value they have given here is 300 mm. See, whenever I am calculating in brake power, I am not going to change anything with respect to stroke. Okay, sorry, with respect to speed. How did I got this 300? N is directly given, that is 3, sorry. See, 18,000 divided by 3,600. If you make this, what is the value you are getting? Can somebody calculate?
It's 18,000 divided by 60, right?
4, that is for in order to calculate area, pi by 4 d square. So d value is 0.15 and then L value they have given 300 mm, so it is become 0.3. And then if you observe here N value, okay, LAN, because this is a 4-stroke engine, that is the reason I have done 300 by 2. That means N will become N by 2. So this is a 4-stroke engine. While calculating, I think somebody is asking whether we can substitute PM in bar instead of Newton per mm square. Because I am converting this into kilowatt, so let us make sure that everything will be in Newton per meter square. Okay, whenever I am converting BP in kilowatt, so always IP should be in kilowatt. That is the reason I don't want to take any point of risk. So that is the reason I have converted this into 10 power of 5 and then it will become Newton per meter square. Okay, then yeah, I think this very important is N is equal to N by 2 because N in the problem they have mentioned it as 4-stroke engine. Okay, that is the reason N is equal to N by 2. And I'm dividing it by 16 to 1000 so that whatever the value I'm getting, it will be in kilowatt. Yeah, now we need to calculate mechanical efficiency, that is BP divided by IP. Okay, so we know the value of
Sir, can you
BP,
please go
we know the value
can
of
you please go
IP.
back to the
So if we divide
given-
by,
Can you go back to given? Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
mechanical efficiency will become BP divided by IP. So whatever the efficiency you are getting, convert that into percentage. So the percentage will become 67.73 percentage. See, one more they have asked you to calculate BSFC, that is brake specific fuel consumption. So in order to calculate base brake specific fuel consumption, you need to have a value of fuel consumption. So what is the value of fuel consumption you need to have? So that is given in the problem. I think that they have given in 204 kg per hour or something. Yeah. Fuel consumption, if you observe here in the problem itself, they are given as 204 kg per hour. Directly they have given the fuel consumption value. So now divide this by using BP. Fuel consumption divided by BP will give you BSFC. Okay, 204 divided by 6.28 will give you BSFC. BSFC will become 32.48 kg per kilowatt hour. Okay, because we have substitute means we are divided by BP, so obviously kilowatt will come. Earlier it was kg per hour, so now we are divided by BP, so kilowatt is added. That means BSFC unit will be kg per kilowatt hour or kg per watt hour. So that is the BSFC unit. Okay, please remember the units, or please try to understand how the units will come, and then write the units properly. Because if you don't write the units, you will get, if I imagine for this particular BSFC, if they are allocated 3 marks, so then obviously 1 mark will be allocated for this unit. So only you will be given 2 marks, 1 marks will be deducted. Okay, that's the reason.
So
Please make sure whenever.
why is
Yeah.
the thing calorific value given?
So that is just to confuse you. And one sometimes what they will do is they will not give you this particular fuel consumption directly. Okay, they will give you a calorific value, and they will give you one more term that is fuel consumption per minute. So that has to be divided by calorific value to get the fuel consumption. Okay, anyhow, that is not there. Just to confuse you, they have given additional value. Okay, or else whatever the value they have recorded, so that they have not given. Is that clear? So this is the recording that they have given directly. So that might be possible that they might have recorded the calorific value of the fuel also. Sometimes they will not give you fuel consumption directly. So during that time, you need to use calorific value of fuel, and then you need to get the fuel consumption. I think that type of problems are not there for your syllabus. No need to worry. Directly they will give you a fuel consumption. They will ask you to calculate the base of 140 mm. The brake load is given here. See, remember here it is given as brake load. Okay, it is given in 6 kg, and they have mentioned it in 600 mm radius. Okay, they have given weight, and as well as they have given the distance. And you need to calculate the mechanical efficiency they have given in percentage. It is 80% means 0.8. Okay, the mechanical efficiency is 0.8. Calculate the brake power and mean effective pressure. So initially they have given, ask you to calculate brake power 2 pi NT divided by 60.
Given. Can you just
They have
go
not
to
given you that. Yeah.
Yes, sir, you can.
They have not given directly the value of T. That is torque value they have not given you directly. Instead of that, they have given weight and the distance. If you multiply weight and distance, then you will get the value of torque. That is in Newton meter. But they have given in the problem in kg. Instead of they have given in Newton, they have given it in kg. So what here you have to do is 6 into 9.81 you have to multiply, so that it will become Newton. That is 6 into 9.81 Newton multiplied by distance. Okay, so then it will become T, torque. So basically torque is equal to W into radius, that is a weight. W is nothing but weight they have given in kg. That is the reason in order to convert that into Newton, so we have multiplied it with 9.81. Okay, so right now I am substituted 2 pi n. See, if you observe here, n I have directly substituted because I am calculating brake power. I'm not calculating indicated power. Even though it's a 4-stroke, I'm calculating brake power. That is the reason I have written n is equal to 1000. And now to convert that into watts, so I just multiplied by 60. If you want to convert that into kilowatt, again you have to multiply divide by 1000. Okay, so I got 3698.3 watts. Right now they have given, ask you to calculate, they have given mechanical efficiency is 80%. That means IP you can calculate directly, because we know mechanical efficiency, we know BP. So if you know both the things, so then obviously the IP can be calculated directly. The indicated power will become the brake power divided by mechanical efficiency. So that will become 462.9 watts. You can convert this into kilowatts, no issues. But right now they have retained it in watts. We know indicated power is equal to PM, so that is mean indicated pressure into L into A into N divided by 60. See, K I am not writing here because it is a single cylinder. So it is assumed that K is equal to 1. Or else, always whenever you are writing formula, please make sure that you write everything. PMI LAN K divided by 60. Whenever you are substituting, instead of K, substitute 1. So that you will not forget the formula whenever you are solving the problem. Okay. Since we know it is a single cylinder, I have not mentioned a K value here. Okay. Or else indicated power is equal to PMI LAN K divided by 60. So we know the value of indicated power. So substitute that, and then we know the value of length, and we can calculate the value of area, that is pi d square. We know value of d also they have given. And here, if you observe here, n is equal to n by 2, because this is a 4-stroke and we are calculating IP. That is the reason we have to take n is equal to n by 2. Okay. So please remember this whenever you are solving any problem. It should be done only for IP, not for BP. Okay. So we don't know the value of PM, that is mean effective pressure. Okay. So if you substitute all the values, so you will get directly the value of PM. Okay. That is 3815 Newton per meter square. If you want to convert that into bar, so divided by 10 raised to 5. So if you divide this by 10 raised to 5, then you will get that in bar. Or else, even if you keep the value like this, that is sufficient. Even in Newton per meter square, you will get full marks. No need to convert that into bar, because nowhere they have mentioned that it should be in bar. So any doubts? I think this type of problems will be there for your test and exam. So if you have any doubts, please ask. Here there is one special thing, is that they have not given the value of T, that is torque, directly. They have given weight and they have given distance. Again in weight, they have given it in kg. If they are giving it in Newton, then you substitute directly the Newton value and multiply it with radius. If they are not given in Newton, so then you have to multiply by 9.81 to convert kg into Newton. Okay. Is that clear? Are you guys solving?